I was reading questions on my Facebook fan page the other day, and I think it was Ray that asked me. We were talking about relationships back and forth. I don't remember exactly what the topic was, but he had asked me what I think about these couples that could be broke up for 5 or 6 years and come back together and say, yeah, we're still in love after all this time. Now, when I was younger, and hell, even a couple of years ago for that matter, I could have said, well, that's bullshit. I mean, there's too much water under the bridge. I mean, you've loved and lost how many times since that person's been gone? How could you possibly say that you love them? Now, on one hand, you could say, hey, if this was a cheating bitch and they broke your heart and they fucking played you like a fine-tuned fiddle, well, of course it's bullshit. There's no recovering from that. I know girls in my past that I thought I was going to marry. I thought they were the one. I mean, everything clicked, but it was all a facade. It was all bullshit. No fucking way. And I've even had one of them in particular, no names of course, but one of them came back a year later and tried running the same game. I couldn't fucking believe it. Needless to say, it was to no avail. I didn't fall for it. You know, you ain't gonna fucking beat me twice with the same fucking stick, bitch. I mean, come on. But I think that most people, whether they're honest about it or not with themselves or with you, everybody has that one person, that one that got away. You know, whether, you know, I don't know what the circumstances could have been in your life, but if you look back, if you've lived enough life, you look back and think about that one that got away, and you're thinking, man, I really fucked that off. You know, and we've all got somebody in our past like that where we missed the fucking mark. You know, it could have been that you were too fucking damaged. You know, you were complete damaged goods, you know, or fresh out of a divorce, or had something really traumatic going on in your life, and you missed it. And it wasn't until it was too late and you had enough time for your own soul to heal that you realized that, hey, that was probably the one, and now they're gone. I fucked that off. You know, I've got people in my life like that. I've got that one in my life that has come and gone out of my life, and it's like, wow, that's the girl that got away, man. Had I not been so fucked up at the time, things may have went differently. But, you know, I think that's the only way that that happens for people, for them to be able to come back together all those years later. You know, I mean, sometimes 6 years is a fucking lifetime. I mean, when you get up in age, you're up in your 30s, I mean, it seems like life starts to move really fast, and you live a lot harder than you ever fucking have. My last 5 years, I mean, it's been almost 5 years since my wife left me, and it's like, I look back on things that were 4 years ago, and it seems like it's been 20 fucking years. You know, I look back, and it's like, wow. I mean, I've lived a lot of fucking life. I've experienced a lot of different things. A lot of different people have come and go out of my life, whether it be lovers or just friends or acquaintances. You know, different things that I've gotten into and I don't do anymore. You know, life's crazy, man. It's like a roller coaster, folks. I mean, I've said that before. I mean, it's fast, it's scary, it's fun. You just hang on. I mean, with a white knuckle kung fu grip and hope for the fucking best, man. You just enjoy the fucking ride the best you can. I mean, you're going to take some bumps and bruises along the way, but, you know, I'm curious as to see where this ride's going to take me. You know, it definitely has its ups and downs, folks, and, you know, I mean, I'm kind of getting off track already with this rant, but, you know, I think that it's possible to answer this guy's question about, you know, people coming back together after all those years and saying that we're still in love. I think that there was a bond between those two people that was never completely severed. They always had that special place for one another, and that the love was reborn. I don't know that you could say that they were always still in love with each other for all those years, because they both had relationships since the last time they saw each other. But, you know, I think that it's possible for that love to be reborn and for them to find themselves in a new place and actually make it happen. You know, sometimes, you know, just not in the right place and time in life for those things to click together like they're supposed to. You know, sometimes people are just too emotionally fucked up to pursue what they think they want. You know, and it takes time. Sometimes you got to step away. You know, and myself, I'm guilty of this in the past. and I've seen 1,000 other people be guilty of it, they think they know what they want and they try to force it. They try to make it happen. And they end up fucking burning themselves. That leads me into something else altogether I'm going to save for another rant. But, you know, when you try to force relationships, folks, you're only going to fuck yourself. You know, and it takes a while to realize that it was you that fucked up. You know, so answer to that question, Ray, is yeah, I think that kind of thing is possible. It's very rare. I think that most of us live with some level of regret. And people that spew from the mouth that they live with no regret either have no conscience and they're selfish, or they're just fucking lying to themselves. Because we've all done things in our past and made choices that we have to live with now. Things that we fucking regret. Things that we can't undo and we can't take back once it's done. But, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close now. This has just kind of been more of a ramble than a rant. I hope it made sense. Till next time, keep smiling. Peace.